This is probably the last one that I take as the video message today, but this is the beginning of the precept receiving ceremony, Jukai. So I thought I would just stop it here, conclude today's message with this particular paragraph. Receiving precepts and joining the ranks. We should pay profound respects to the three treasures of Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. We should vow to make offerings and pay respects to the three treasures, even in future lives and bodies. This reverent veneration of Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha is what the Buddha's ancestors in both India and China correctly transmitted. In Soto Zen school, Buddha is seen as a teacher, the original teacher, founder of the doctrine. That's the translation, I guess, we use. Dharma, his teachings, extend that to the whole phenomena of thusness. The teaching itself is thusness. So it makes sense. Then the Sangha, who practice them. So you can immediately kind of understand, yes, Buddha is a great teacher, his words, although it sounds quite ancient, but ancestral teachers, you find part of those resonate so much, even in a modern sense, with a relative sense still. Dharma, the teachings. And that is absolute. That's what's at least appears to you as absolute. Therefore, it gives you, how would I say this? No space to insert or invert our views. It's presented, and that, however it's presented, it satisfies you. Now, what might not satisfy you is the Sangha part, because that's comes in relative. And that's where the practice really unfolds. I love how Venerable Thich Nhat Hanh emphasizes Sangha. And I respect that very much, because we all kind of stumble upon this part of the practice as we take refuge in Sangha. And you don't realize how powerful that is by saying we take refuge in Sangha. Vajrayana Buddhist, Theravada Buddhist teachers, Mahayana, Pure Buddhist schools, Nichiren Buddhist schools, Zen Buddhists. We have taken refuge in Sanghas in all 10 directions of past, present, and future. We don't fight against each other. If we are, then they haven't taken this refuge yet. And that's powerful. That's one thing I particularly appreciate the Buddhist tradition. No matter who we meet in the Buddhist traditions, we all have taken this refuge. Regardless of our expressions, languages, cultures. I mean, we say this all the time, right? In a textbook, in elementary school. That's what it means with taking refuge in the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. And yet, we find it so challenging because it defies or it challenges your notion of Buddha and Dharma. Somebody else's Buddha Dharma challenges you all the time because it doesn't always agree with your Buddha and Dharma. And those are the things in Zen tradition we say, smack it off or kill it, because that's your ego. Kill your ego. And ego is the most tricky when you are so certain about its purity. I always fear the ego the most when it's the purest, because you don't see anything wrong about it. There's no way you will see anything wrong about it. Taking refuge in Buddha, Dharma, Sangha is such an ordeal because it challenges our ego in so many ways. Ango practice period is like that. I was fine, yes, going to the Buddha hall, chanting sutras, immersing ourselves in beautiful words and teachings. It says, yeah, but Sangha, of course, I understand, but not that guy, not that person, especially not him. And then it's a projection of that person here. And then we're taking this person out of the context. Again, it's the practice in a relative realm. How you place, the person places a cup on the table, how the person lights the incense, how the person talks to you, or how the person, I don't know, just behaves. There's the reality of this Sangha world. But without taking refuge in Sangha, you split. You become your own thing. I don't know. You become some sort of, I don't know, guru of youism. And that's what these three refuges prevent us from falling into the pitfall. It's a great guide to us, I think. And as I always repeat, it's sometimes difficult, but I can't overemphasize the significance of three refuges. So please chew on what it means to take these three refuges at the very beginning of the precept taking of receiving ceremony.